Welcome student in e-learning session of class 9. Now in this video we will discuss about the constitutional design. It is the second chapter of your civics. Very good chapter this. In this chapter we will discuss and we are going to learn about the constitutional journey of South Africa. It is our first topic of today. So now in this topic we will discuss how the South Africa removed the apartheid policy, how the South Africa got succeed to hosted the independent flag in their country, how they got the right to equality and the other fundamental right from the white government. So in this, let's start to discuss about it. First of all, we should know what is the apartheid. Apartheid is a policy which was imposed by the European, means the white government in South Africa. It was the racial discrimination. It means according to this system, the government discriminate the black people. Black people, those who were the native citizens of the South Africa. First of all, we should know about the major revolutions and the revolutionary. Nelson Mandela, he was a great personality of South Africa who started the revolution, who going against the system of apartheid. And he and other 7 leaders got life imprisonment in 1964. Why he got the life imprisonment? He got this life imprisonment to daring oppose the apartheid policy, because he was also the black people and he oppose these policies of the government. He denied to accept the discrimination. He denied to accept the partiality, whatever partiality has done by the white people with the black one. Then he had to spend his 28 years at very dreaded prison of South Africa, that is the Robben Island. Always done it. Robben Island is very dreaded prison of South Africa, where the Nelson Mandela and 7 other leaders spent his life 28 years. After 28 years in 1994, he got released as a free person. Then, during this 28 years, what happened in South Africa? How the black people suffered more, how the black people tortured by the white people. But now, before that, we should consider that how this policy reached to the South Africa. South Africa में कैसे पहुंची? How? Listen it. Because the European people, means the white people, reached the South Africa as a trader, because they went to South Africa to doing the trading as like the India, because the British government, means the British people, entered in India as a traders. Trading means to do the exporting or importing and to do the business. No one knows that what motive they had. With what motive they entered in our country. But when they entered in the South Africa, then slowly a large number of the white people settled their life in South Africa and became the local ruler. Means that the few people, those who shifted their life from European countries to South Africa, now they became the local ruler, because they took interest in the internal affair of this nation. And when they got the all information about and the weak point of this country, then they became the local ruler. After became the local ruler of this country, they introduced this apartheid policy and imposed over the black peoples. Now, continuously I am saying the black people. Who were the black people? Listen. Black peoples were the native citizens of South Africa. Means that who were the local civilizations, who were the local civilians of the South Africa, called the black people. After introducing the apartheid policy in South Africa, the South Africa was divided into 3 groups. Number 1 group is the white people. White people means those who were the Europeans, shifted their life into the South Africa. White people means the government, those who were ruling over the black people, they were the white people. Next one is the mixed color. Mixed color means the many more peoples migrant from the different country to South Africa. They were called the mixed people. Our Gandhiji also lived in South Africa. They practiced as a lawyer in the South Africa and suffered a discrimination also. And then the black people. Black people means the black people, those who are the native citizens, proper citizens of the South Africa. They called the black people. Understood? But after this, the question is arise. That okay, what was the, how much black peoples were there, how many white peoples were there? Very few people were the white people, but the 3/4, third-fourth population belong to the black people, means the native citizen, and rest of population belongs to the mixed color. But the white people imposed the apartheid policy on the mixed color and the black people also. And due to that policy, they have to suffer the more, because these black peoples were torturing, were killing by the white government, European government. Even they were not having any type of the fundamental right. What fundamental right? They were not having a right to vote. Major right, it means the political right they were not having. They cannot enjoy the political right. They cannot take part in the political activity of the nation. Then they could work in the white area. Means that these black people could not live in the white area, because their area was separated from the mixed and the black people. But they could work in the white area when they had a permit, when they had a permission of the white government. Means that to whom government gave the permission to do work in that area, in their area, only that person of the black can do work there. Next, they misbehaved badly and they treated them as like the slave. They treated them as like the inferior. And then the churches, black peoples were not having a right to visit the church. There, the only white people were doing the worship. Means that the worship place were also separated. Transportation, buses, trains, etc. Transportation, school, colleges, toilets, cinema, theatre, swimming pool, hotels, everything was separated. Black people were having the separate cinema, theatre, school, colleges, etc. and the white people were separated. But what difference between this separation? The difference was whatever they were having, whatever swimming pool, how many schools, colleges, toilets, bathroom and cinema hall they were having, they were very low quality. But in the white people were having very high quality. And this policy, this discrimination was called the surgation. What we call surgation. Even the black people were not having a right to take part in political activity. Even they could not form any type of the association, because the white government was fear that if they formed the association, then they could go against of the British government, of the European government. Then, but in 1950, this European government started the agitation. 1915, this government started the agitation against the apartheid policy. Against this apartheid policy, because now the black people want the independence, they want the fundamental of right. That's why in the South Africa, these black people formed the two associations. That is called ANC, African National Congress. That was umbrella organization. In this organization, there were the two organizations and many more people joined it against the apartheid policy. And because the both organizations want to remove the apartheid policy, and many sensitive white people means those who were the white people, and they realized that now the government should not treat it badly to the black people. Those who thought that independence and the fundamental rights should provide to the black people, they also joined this organization immediately. That was the time of nearby the 1994, and this was the year in when the Nelson Mandela came out from the jail as a free, as an independent civilian, and then they took also part in this organization and the revolution which was going on between against of the apartheid in South Africa. But after looking of that revolution, many of the countries were denounced the apartheid, means that they cancelled the apartheid policy, they removed the apartheid from their nation. But this white government, really, they were very mean, because they continued their killing and torturing to the black peoples. And after this, after a long time, when they realized that they could not rule over a black people, then they passed the resolution to independent the flag. On 26th April 1994, black people hosted their independent flag over the South Africa. Nelson Mandela became the first president of South Africa, and now the black government and black people formed their own government. But now the black peoples were having a very kind-hearted and very big-hearted and open-hearted, open-minded peoples were there. They thought that they should forgive to the Europeans. Now they were ready, after torturing by them, after killing by them, they were ready to giving the forgive to them, and they passed up policies. In that policy, the both people have to sign, and they have written that only they can live there, they can live together, they can enjoy everything, but they are not having a right to rule over them. They will not form any association to torture the black people. It means they decide already. Now the white people never formed any organization to torture and to killing the black people, and that's why the South Africa would succeed to build an independent nation and to form the constitution also. Now let's start to understand and to explain well by the animation.
Well, there are some certain rules which every citizen, leader, state, in fact the whole nation have to follow. All such rules together are called constitution. As the supreme law of the country, constitution determines the rights of the citizen as well as the power and duty of the government. But why do we need a constitution? Is it really that important? Let us understand this with an example of South Africa. During the 17th and the 18th century, trading companies from Europe traveled to South Africa and occupied it with arms and force. Whites settled in South Africa and became local rulers. They started a new rule known as apartheid system, a system of racial discrimination. Apartheid system divided people on the basis of their skin color. The native people of South Africa made up about 3/4 of the population and were called blacks. European, who were fair in color, were known as white. There were people of mixed races known as colored, which also included people who migrated from India. The whites considered themselves as superior and treated others as inferiors. Apartheid system was so harsh that it led to segregation. Means non-whites did not have the right to vote. They were forbidden from living in white areas. They could work in white areas only if they have permit. Transport, hospitals, education facilities, cinema halls, beaches, swimming pools, toilet, all were separated for the white and black. They could not visit the church where whites worshipped. They were not allowed to form associations or protest against such terrible treatment. Time passed by and people suffered a lot. In the year of 1912, ANC, as known as African National Congress, was formed with the aim of fighting for the rights. After 1950, the blacks, colored and Indians fought against the apartheid system. They launched protest marches and strikes. In 1960, white South African government banned ANC. But still, Nelson Mandela and few other leaders continued to protest. As a result, in 1964, government killed thousands of black and colored people, while Nelson Mandela and 7 other leaders were sentenced to life imprisonment. But the protest continued with more power. Workers' unions, Communist Party, Sensitive White all joined ANC. As the protest and struggles increased, government realized they could no longer rule through repression. After 28 years of imprisonment, Nelson Mandela walked out of jail as a free man, and a negotiation was held between both parties. And finally, on 26 April 1994, a new flag of Republic of South Africa was unfurled. After the emergence of New South Africa, black leaders appealed to fellow blacks to forgive the whites. New South Africa was based on equality, democratic values, social justice, and human rights. Both the parties sat together and came out with the world's finest constitution they have ever had. However, making of a new constitution was not that simple. It was not easy for them to trust each other. They had their fears and wanted to keep themselves safe. Black wanted majority rule, one person, one vote, right for the poor and the workers. White wanted that the majority rule would not be absolute. They would not take away the property of the white minority. After a long negotiation, both parties agreed to a compromise. But what was the guarantee that this trust will not be broken in future? So they wrote down some basic rules which everyone should follow, like how the rulers are to be chosen in future, what government can and what they cannot do, rights of the citizen. They also agreed that these rules will be supreme, that no government will be able to ignore these. This set of basic rules is called Constitution. Example of South Africa tells us why we need Constitution.